I have been wronged, but it wasn't by a friend or a family member or someone I'm close to. It wasn't by racism or any other societal construct. It was by myself. Um, when I had a problem, let's say that problem was my mental health or something I've been struggling with for all my life, my weight, it was a lot easier for me to pin that on someone else. When my struggles with my weight, I've pinned that on my parents because I thought, hey, 17 out of my 19 years of existence I've spent at home where I was fed by my parents. Surely it's their fault that I am the way I am. And I tried to convince myself that um, the meals that were made at home, they were the ones feeding me them. So obviously, it was something wrong with the food. It wasn't my fault. It was their fault. Same thing with my mental health. I've every time something's gone wrong, I've pinned it on something. But the truth is, a lot of the issues that we face or that I've faced come from either a mistake I've made or a personal flaw. And it's okay to admit that because it's true. Um, it's not my parents' fault that I'm overweight. It's not anyone else's fault that I suffer or that I have issues with my mental health or issues in like any aspect of my life. It's my fault. And the reason why it's okay and it's actually a good thing to take accountability for my issues is because when I pin them on someone else, when I pin the issue on someone else, it's a lot easier to do that. But it also because it means that I'm not taking accountability for fixing the issue. Let's say if I say my parents are responsible for my me being overweight, that should mean that my parents are responsible for fixing that issue. If I pin the the issue of my mental health on someone else, that means that it's their responsibility to fix that issue. But here's the problem with that. First of all, that means that you don't make any progress towards fixing that. And secondly, when you are in a situation where you are inherently wronged by someone, you will play the victim card, and people around you will pity you. People around you will say, oh, yeah, you're in the right. Um, what they did was wrong. I'm here for you if you need. That doesn't fix the issue though. Like, if something happens to you, something bad, and you end up thinking that wasn't my fault, even if that is true, that also means that you don't take any accountability for fixing that issue. And when that happens, when an event happens that brings your quality of life down from here to here, and you don't do anything to fix that issue, when you blame it on someone else, things won't get better for you. Nothing's gonna change. If anything changes, it's gonna be for the worse. So don't play the victim card. Don't pin your issues on anyone else. Take accountability for them, and things will get better. I'm telling myself, and you might think, oh, that's so cruel. Why would you do that? Because if I don't change things in my life, no one else will. No one that cares about me, no one that loves me is going to say, I'm going to take it upon myself to fix his life. Because that's not up to them. I'm not going to wait for someone, for my knight in shining armor or whoever, to say, hey, I'm here now. I'm going to fix things for you. Realistically, that's never going to happen. It is up to you to fix the problems in your life. And you can ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. A lot of people think that help, like asking for help, is weak, but in a lot of ways, asking for help is refusing to give up. If there is an issue in your life and you want to ask for help, you want to desperately fix that issue. And asking for help is a way of showing that you desperately want to get rid of that ailment or that negativity that is plaguing your life. So ask for help. But hold yourself accountable, and a lot of your issues they're not going to fix themselves. Obviously, you're going to have to make progress towards fixing them as well. But you will start to see that a lot of the issues that you have in your life, where they once seemed a lot bigger than they actually are, when you say, yeah, it's my fault, or I'm taking accountability for what happened, it's going to seem a lot easier to fix. That's all I have to say.